Hello, thank you for joining me. Today I'm talking about high protein diets. I know I cannot stress this enough. If you are eating a high protein diet, please listen through what is going on with the high protein diet so you can make a more educated decision on what you're doing with your health and what diet you are buying into, how you want to live. But just I will make this as concise as I can, but I truly hope that go ahead and watch this through and listen to what I have to say about high protein diets, because it really could mean the difference of you living a high quality of life years from now, or being very sick and tired and at a fast, rapid, prematurely aging, degenerative body. And that's how serious it is. And that's why I'll probably continue to make these videos on high protein diets, because people get so wrapped up in how they look in the mirror, because you can see muscle definition, you have lost weight for this time being, and you feel like you are healthy. You feel like you are, and you may look like you are, but couldn't be further from the truth. The science is there, the research is there. I've gone through a high protein diet for a year, had repercussions, consequences from that. We have the top 10 plant-based medical doctors out there confirming what I'm saying. So it's not something I just made up, and it's not something that I have against the meat industry. This is facts on health, and I want nothing more than you to be healthy and to live a vibrant, high quality life. So let's get into the slides here, and let's go. So a high protein diet, it destroys health. Number one, a protein structure is not usable by the body. It cannot readily be broken down into amino acids unless it takes from you. It is robbing you of vital energy. So instead of a good food that your body recognizes, can break down, utilize the structure, it gives you energy. That is what health is. But when it is robbing you of energy because of the high amount of meat, protein, animal protein, that is what's stealing your energy. Of course, digestion of nuts, which is healthy, and some cooked foods, vegetables, then yes, it's going to take energy, and that's just going to happen. But it is this balance of a high protein diet robbing you of energy that is at a high level. And when you're doing that on a continuous basis, this is what can start to make you feel tired. Now you may be saying, well, wait a minute, I don't feel that tired. I have a bunch of energy. Well, let me get to that point in just a moment, and I'll explain why you have some energy coming from a high protein diet. But your body looks at these amino acids as structures that have a tendency to not be usable to the body. A protein structure, must be broken down, just like carbohydrates have to be broken down into simple sugars, fats have to be broken down into triglycerides and lipids. And those, depending on the effort used by your body to break it down, is the energy that could be used for you to live life, for your cells to thrive. And when you're robbing yourself, because you have to break down these very highly structured, viable nutrient called protein structure from animal protein, you're actually losing energy. Number two, acids are created during the digestive process of proteins. When you metabolize these proteins, there's more acids that are byproducts: uric acid, phosphoric acid, sulfuric acid. These cause irritation and inflammation to nearby tissue. This is why when people come in and they have Crohn's, IBS, urgency, going to the bathroom, pain, cramping, their stools aren't right, they don't look right, because there is a way that when you look at your bowel movements, it will tell you. It's like a reflection, a little diagnostic tool that you have to look at what your digestive tract is doing. And when you're eating high levels of animal protein, you're going to see bowel movements that aren't they don't have to be perfect, but close to perfect. There's a grading scale. There's a way to look at it and kind of self-diagnose what's going on just in the immediate sense of your digestive tract. And when you have these acid byproducts coming through, you're causing irritation to the lining of the bowels. That is why the medical doctors will support this, that when you do like a colonoscopy and you're looking through there and you're seeing polyps and tissue that's irritated, inflamed, you'll look through what has their diet been over the last 2 to 3 to 4 months. And you'll see that these people eat and consume meat on a weekly basis for sure. These are the foods that are causing a destruction to your digestive tract. And if you have problems there, you're going to have problems everywhere. It's going to be systemic because your foods that you're eating is dictating the quality of building blocks of your body. It's dictating the quality of health of your foods being broken down and distributed. And so meat protein causes more acids. Acids are like fire in the body. Getting to this next point, protein is a nitrogen compound, and when it is high in phosphorus and you have these fires going off in your body, it depletes calcium and electrolytes. Why is that? It is because calcium and electrolytes are like the antidote to the fires. It is the only minerals that can be extracted from your body, your teeth, your bones, and your tissue, that your body takes the alkaline calcium and goes and puts the fire out. So if you're ingesting a high level of protein, lots of fires going on, your body's saying, fire, fire, let's go take from the teeth, let's go take from the bones, let's go take from the muscle. We have to extract calcium. And what do people here in America especially do? I'm low in calcium. So they take in all these calcium supplements. That is not the problem, that you lack calcium. The problem is you are stealing, robbing your own tissue, bones, teeth of calcium to put out the fires from your high protein diet. That is not the way to health. Proteins are highly acid forming. So what you're doing is you're lowering the pH of the body. So we want acidic environment within the digestive tract. We are breaking down foods. We are killing foreign invaders. This is part of your immune system. But everywhere else, we want more of an alkaline state. That's fluid, that's hydrating, that's movable, that's living cells that are actually able to thrive and do what they're designed to do. But when you have acids all around, burning in areas that you don't want to have an acidic environment, you have cellular breakdown. This is premature aging right there, due to the fact that there's too many animal proteins moving out about the body that's causing an acidic pH, which is destroying tissue, bones, teeth. Proteins are not used for fuel by the body. That is a proven fact that our bodies run on carbon. It is the best fuel. That would be like taking a Lamborghini, mixing up something in your kitchen, going and pouring it into the fuel tank and saying, come on, let's go. And that thing's going, poof, poof. Like it's not moving, it's not performing, it can't go fast. Matter of fact, it's breaking down fast because you put poor quality of fuel in it. That's what protein is. Protein is is for building and repairing, but it's just a part of that. You need the other nutrients, minerals, vitamins to help build structure. And when you are using a protein, because I've heard people say, I'm going to become a fat burner. You're not going to make your body a fat burner. God designed it to be a carbon burner. That is the number one fuel and always will be. You're not going to make yourself become a fat burner. You'll have to use fat if you don't eat carbohydrates, if you have minimal carbohydrates, but you're stressing your cells out. You're stressing your body out to use a fuel it is not wanting or designed to use for energy and for really carrying out the processes in the body. If we look at a baby that is really growing at the most rapid time in your life, and you look at human breast milk, a very, very small percentage is protein. It's all the vital nutrients that comes with the breast milk. It's not the building block protein that you're thinking of. When your body wants to build strong, amazing structure that's hardy and viable, it's using a bunch of different components. If you look at vegan bodybuilders, they are just as muscular, just as strong as people who eat animal proteins, but the difference is their insides are functioning at a higher level. They don't have all of the extra degeneration and inflammation going on. And I tell my patients, if you could just see through your skin and it was porous enough to smell what you smelt like as a person of a high protein diet and a more carbohydrate, fiber rich, hydration rich, natural food diet, you would have the scent, the smell of a very different human being. And so when you have this inferior fuel coming into the body, you have unnecessary tissue breakdown and you are prematurely aging rapidly. So we don't want that. The next thing is adrenal weakness. Your adrenal glands sit right there on the top of each kidney. It is like your battery. It is your battery pack for your life force energy to begin working. And I don't mean life force as in God. I mean your electrical, life, neurological, real physical energy. That is coming from adrenals. And when you have adrenal weakness, you're tired. The liver will begin to produce cholesterol, which then begins to produce plaque in your vascular system throughout the whole body. And then you have extra cholesterol in the body of the liver, the kidneys, gallstones you start seeing kidney stones. It is the hardening, because acids cause hardening in the body, stiffness in the body. They are fires that are causing corrosive actions in the body, where a more alkaline food, byproducts of breaking down into simple sugars, you are having more of a fluid, a more natural, a more hydrating, a nurturing more type of environment than when you have a highly acidic one. So do you want cholesterol being packed into your vascular system to put out the fires because you've had your 60 grams of protein a day? It is so sad to me when I see, like, I'm thinking of someone in particular. She was on Instagram. She's like 24 years old, a beautiful girl, works out, has her workouts on the beach, and she looks like pure health, right? But it's, what do I eat in a day? It's 30 grams in her smoothie and chicken breast for lunch and salmon for dinner, and she's getting in all this protein, and I cringe to the fact that she believes she's doing the right thing, and she looks like she's doing the right thing in this state of the 20-year-old that can handle that because the body is very forgiving. But, come some years from now, she'll begin to see the damage that was done to her body, and will have to spend some time in recovery of trying to rebuild and clean out her body from all these unnecessary proteins. Animal proteins putrefy in the body, causing increase in body odor. The cesspool of toxins build up in the intestinal interstitial fluids and in the intracellular spaces. So that's the spaces around the cells, and inside the cells you have toxic buildup. One of the first things when I work with people is that we clean up the digestive tract, because it is what's coming in, and are you able to use it, or can you not use it? Is it stored? But we also look at what toxins have been accumulated, and we do a cleanse. We detox the body, a real detox, not a 7-day juice detox, because that's not a detox. A real detox, you have to have the specific amino acids, the specific or longer time frame, and you have to have methyl groups that donate. You have to have the ability of the elimination systems working so efficiently and effectively so you don't reuptake toxin. So there's a real process of how to detox your body, and it can't be done in 3 and 7 days. And some of those diets and cleanses, yes, they're healthier. They're healthier than what you've been eating, and it's good for you, but it's not a detox, so to speak. And when you have an abundance of protein byproducts in the body, you definitely need to get these out of the body so your body can start strengthening and rejuvenating in its best possible way. If you just start eating a lot of superfoods and thinking you're going to be healthy, that's not, there has to be a process. If you don't get out what is toxic and harmful to the cells, the cells inside and outside, then you're not going to achieve the level of health that you could. So, I mean, it's like sitting in a room full of trash and stench and roaches and mold and fungus and all of that, and you bring in a nice little, nice smelling candle, and you take a little shop vac and clean around your feet. That's what maybe a little cleanse, 7-day, 10-day inferior cleanse or detox is doing. When you need a real detox, you need to get the trash and the debris out of the room and start over, start fresh, so it's clean, you're organized, it smells good, you can function, you can work, and go from there. That's the body. We have to get it cleaned up before we can start rebuilding and repairing. I didn't mean to go off on that, but really, it is a cesspool of toxins when you have all of the animal proteins putrefying in the body, causing havoc. And just like I said, if people could have a glass skin and they could smell what was in the body, it would be so horrific that I don't think you'd touch animal protein again. Seriously. I mean, it is putrefying. Think of a piece of meat sitting on your counter, 98 degrees in your kitchen, and you leave it out for 2 days, 3 days. What would you see? That is in your digestive tract. So it is not a healthy situation, far from it. High protein diets contain excessive amounts of epinephrine, and thereby creating more aggressiveness, more anger, and more adrenal failure. So it is really easy to understand. If you had, let's say, a cow, and it was going to the slaughterhouse or in the slaughterhouse feet away, walking into a place that's going to be killed, it can sense the fear of the animals before it. It has sounds that are horrific. People have said if you want to cure yourself from eating animal meat, go to a slaughterhouse. It is a horrific sight. And when you have epinephrine, which is a neurotransmitter and stimulating energy throughout your central nervous system, because of you've ingested so much, you are going to get those after effects. That is a fake source of energy for you. And not only that, it's going to weaken your adrenals in the long run, and you're going to start to have problems from adrenal failure. Your energy is going to be zapped. It's going to be harder to get yourself going. It's going to be harder for your body to truly be as lively and vibrant as it could be. You're going to say, I'm just getting old, when that is not what's happening. You're in effect hurting the batteries of the body. You're hurting your adrenal glands. People can become more easily angered because of all that stimulation of fake energy. They become angry more easily. So it really is a matter of changing your chemistry when you're eating the wrong foods, especially a food like a high animal protein. So, I hope you've had a revelation about the incorrect information about eating a high protein diet. I know it looks like you're meeting your health goals because you've met your weight, but there is a healthy way to do that. There is a simple, easy way to do that. And I know people like shortcuts, and they like hacks, and they like to eat the meat and the heartiness of bacon and cheese and these high protein meals because they like it and they think it's given me the weight that I want to be. But if you truly want to be healthy, this is not the route to go. And I love to help people get to a level of health that they didn't even think was possible in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70 years old. My mother's 85, running circles around most of her friends. She is vibrant, healthy, no medication, and all she does is this process that I teach and lives it, and it became her lifestyle, and now she's enjoying life at 85. This is what is possible when you look to nature and you start to follow natural laws, and to add in, you have to get your heart right as well. And I don't mean your physical heart, I mean your emotional and mental health, because that is like a megaphone, but at a very low scale, 24/7. And when your heart is right and you got your body's functioning at a high level and you know how to maintain it, you have a recipe for a long, long quality of life that you can enjoy easy, maintaining your weight, your immune system's functioning at a high rate. You very rarely get sick. If you do, you get well fast. It really is a natural way to live as God designed our bodies, as He gave us everything that we need to live a very healthy life, and that is available to you. If that is of interest to you, there is a link below. I invite you to, if you're serious about getting healthy, to give me a call, ask your questions, see where you're stuck, see if I can help you. If my program's good for you, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It's not for everyone. But for those serious, I would love to help you and put you on the path to health so you can live a very vibrant, healthy life. So thank you for joining me. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.